Hi there. Welcome to today's video. This is Graves Burke coming at you live. Thank you for joining me. And as always, before we get started, just go ahead and type in the comment box. Let me know that you can hear me okay and that my microphone is working. It appears to be working. So in today's video, what we're going to talk about is mind control, how you can get somebody to change their mind, but not how you think. And before we jump into that, before I forget, I just want to let you know, if you want to book a private brainstorming session with me, all you have to do is go visit bookburke.com. That's BOOKBURKE.com. And you'll be asked a couple questions, fill those out, and then you'll be taken to my calendar and we can talk about stuff like today's video for you and your business privately one-on-one. Bookburke.com. All right. So before we get started on the mind control, I've got a warning for you. This is not about trying to control somebody else and get them to do, Cobes just jumped up here on my desk, trying to get them to do something that they don't want to do. Nor is it about getting them to do things that are not good for them. This is not to be used that way. And while you might be able to use it that way, it's not going to work very well. And it's not what I want to propagate. I want you to build a family of prospects and fans and followers and most importantly, clients, people that you really love working with. And so this isn't about blatant manipulation. However, what this is about helping people move past their fears. The number one reason people don't buy from us is because they just don't want our product. The number two reason they don't buy from us is because of trust. They don't trust themselves to make the right decision. They don't trust themselves that they're getting the best product at the best price. They don't trust themselves that their friends and family aren't going to make fun of them. They don't trust necessarily that the product or service that we're offering is going to deliver everything that they need it to deliver. So there's a lot of trust to overcome. And because there's a lot of trust to overcome, it can cause problems with sales and making sales. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. And clients come to me all the time saying, hey, Graves, I'm getting on the phone. I'm having really good phone calls with people. I'm talking about the product. I'm talking about the service, and I know I can help them. And then we get to the end of the call and they either say no, or they say, I have to think about it. I'll get back to you. And they tell me that they feel incredibly frustrated because they spent all of this time and all of this patience and all of this knowledge that they have helping this other person to only have it end in no, or I'll think about it. And they start to second guess themselves because they see all these other people that are talking about, warning. They start to second guess themselves because they see other people and their results and they think that that's where they should be at. And here's the deal. Here's the truth. More people are going to say no than yes when it comes to sales. So we just have to get that out of the way. It's going to happen no matter what. And so once you get that out of the way, once they realize that, it relieves a lot of stress off their shoulders. You see their shoulders go from here to here and they start to relax. And then it becomes, well, I'm helping these people and I know that I can help them. I know my product is good. I know my service is good. I know if we could just get them in, that they would have the transformation they want in their life. How do we get them past that trust factor? And that's where today's video is all about. So this is exactly what I tell them. First off, you have to love them and you have to care about them and you have to know what they truly want. And we've talked about that in other videos, how to dig deep inside and find what they truly want. Once you know what they truly want, you have to help them trust themselves. Help them trust you. Help them trust your product or service, that it really can deliver and it isn't a risk as much as it might feel that way. Now, before we get into what to say to get them to change their mind, we have to first look at why they don't want to buy to begin with. And we've already talked about trust. The other reason is they've already said no, or they've already said, I have to think about it. How hard is it for people to change their mind when they've already said, this is the type of person I am? I'm a person that says no, or I'm a person that has to think about it. It's incredibly hard. And this is the number one obstacle. If you want to change somebody's mind, you have to overcome, is the fact that they've just defined who they are And most people are going to stand by that because the dissonance that's created if they do change their mind is massive. Nobody likes to be seen as flaky. Nobody likes to be seen as wishy-washy. And so if somebody changes their mind, they fear being seen as flaky or wishy-washy or someone that can't make good decisions. And here's the deal. This person is making the best decision they can at that time with the information they have. Now, with what I just said, with the information they have, do you now know what we're going to do? Could you guess? If not, don't worry, I'm going to tell you. They're not changing their mind. We're not getting them to change their mind. We're getting them to make a new decision based on new information that we're giving them. And that's the secret to getting people to change their mind. Real quick, have you ever heard somebody like on a television commercial, an infomercial, or one of those pitch commercials or Home Shopping Network say something like, "But wait, there's more"? That's exactly what they're doing. If you're already going to buy, you're going to buy. You're picking up the phone or you're going to the website and you're buying. If you're not going to buy, they have to introduce new information to you to try to get you to change your mind to buy. And they do it in a number of different ways. They do it in limited supply. You see that a lot on Home Shopping Network. Oh, we only have 20 left. Oh, now we only have 15 left. Oh, now there's only 10 left. Every time they give you an update on how many left of a product there are, there's more and more scarcity and more urgency. And that can help you change your mind. Sometimes they do it, but wait, there's more. And they say, if you act now, you can get 2 for the price of 1. That's another way of introducing new information to that prospect that originally was thinking, you know what, I don't want this. They also introduce payment plans. By the way, we can also do 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, same as cash. Well, that's another piece of new information that we can introduce. So that brings us to a new challenge. How do we figure out what new information we need to introduce to help this person? One way is simply by asking them. If we get to the end and they say no, it's okay to ask them, hey, you know what? Obviously, I didn't do a very good job because I can see how this is going to be transformational for your life, but I didn't convince you or I didn't help you see how it can be transformational for your life. Tell me, what is it that you would need to see to make a decision? And that's one way, is just simply asking them. Another way is to really think about it in terms of they're a human being that you care about. What do you think it is that they need to see? Do they need to get a bonus? Do they need to get payment plans? Do they need to get additional coaching or help? Do they need to get 2 for the price of 1 or a bonus product? Do they need to get expedited shipping for free? What is it? Do they need to have a money back guarantee? Well, that money back guarantee help if it's 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or 365 days. And all you have to do is introduce new information. And now that person can make a new decision based on that new information. And that can help them alleviate their trust factors. It can also help them change their mind and make a new decision. And what I want you to do, if you'd like to try using this in your own business or in your own life, play around with this with your friends and with your family and with your kiddos. Let's say the new movie's out, Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Don't worry, no spoilers. I haven't seen it, so don't post spoilers in the comment section, please. But the new Avengers movie, Endgame. And let's say your kids really want to see it. But what you want is for them to clean their room. And that's probably the last thing that they want to do. So you can say, hey, kiddo, what I'd really like for you to do is go ahead and clean your room. They're going to say no. Maybe, depending on how good they are, how, desirable it is for them to clean their own room. But what if you said, hey, I want you to clean your room, and they say no, or they hem and haw, or they say, can I do it tomorrow? Say, oh man, I heard the new Avengers movie Endgame is playing at 5:00 and it's 4:00 now. If you clean your room and you're done by 4:30, we can make it to the movie. Now you've just added a new piece of information that they didn't know was in the game. And they're way more likely to say, oh, really? Can we see that? I've always wanted to see that. So the secret is to knowing what it is that they want and what will benefit them. That's why this isn't about changing somebody's mind or getting them to do something they don't want to do. This is about helping them do things that are really good for them and things that they really want. So again, we're not changing people's minds. We're getting them to make a new decision based on new information. So if you'd like help with your sales and closing more sales and looking at your processes and seeing if there are ways we can turn no's into yeses, and I'll think about it into yeses, all you have to do is go to bookburke.com. Let me grab that website for you here. That's bookburke.com. Answer a couple questions, and then you'll be taken to my calendar where we can actually jump on a live one-on-one call private where we talk about your business and what's going on in your sales and how to help you overcome these things. And before we end, I just wanted to let you know, we're going to get to some questions and comments if there are any. If you do have some questions or comments and you didn't get a chance to leave them on the live, go ahead and drop them in the comment box now, and I'll respond to them via text later. Or if I really like your question and it's something that I think will benefit from a live video, I'll actually use your question to create new content. And I think that's really beneficial. So go ahead and do that. And then let me see, we had some questions about this earlier. Oh, yeah. It was clients when they come to me and they say, my prospects are telling me not right now. And then they never come back and change their mind. I never hear from them again. And I follow up with them and they just disappear. This happens a lot. And let's go back and look at why this happens. So this person has said, technically, I've got to think about it. But what they're really saying is no, for this moment in this time based on the information I have. And they're saying, I'm going to go off and try to make a decision based on the information I have. What they've really said is it's a no for right now based on the information I have. And they go isolate themselves. And there's no new information coming into that process. And based on what we've just learned in this video, if there's no new information coming in, it's almost impossible for them to make a new decision because they're going to feel wishy-washy. They're going to feel flaky. And so what you can do is you can reach back out to them and say, hey, how's everything going? I just wanted to let you know, I think I forgot to tell you about XYZ. Does that change your mind at all? Or we can reach them by email and we can say, hey, just a heads up, I wanted to let you know that one of the things I totally forgot to tell you was that if you sign up today, you also get free tickets to my live event. And I didn't want you to miss out on that. Does that change? Does that make anything different? And then another way is to follow up via Facebook Messenger. Hey, I totally forgot to tell you that the price is going up. So it's going from $19.95 up to $24.95. And if you sign up today, you can actually get in before the price goes up. Any one of those things, just reaching out, telling them something that's in their best interest can help them make the best decision for them in this situation. And in essence, change their mind. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, let me know in the comments. If you have any further questions, drop those in the comments as well. And I hope you have, I think it's today's Friday, so I hope you have a great weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.